Okay, now y'all can go sit down.
It's on my reel.
I just have to show that I have people here.
We here for you, man.
Who's gonna record me?
I am.
When I need you to change it, I'll point like this. My name is Valerie Howell, and my topic is resentment, a silent choice. Can you ever recall with a time that you held a grudge against someone? Perhaps a friend who betrayed you, a stranger who wronged you, or a parent who hurt you. Perhaps this has happened recently, and you still are harboring feelings of resentment, regret, injustice. They just fresh enough in your head that it still stings. Well, what can you do to overcome these resentments? I went to Webster, and I looked up the words angry, feelings, hurtful, passive aggressiveness, and the word resentment just kept showing up. Webster defines resentment as an ill will felt as a result of an imagined event. I recently got an IM that I was so angry. A very good friend of mine sent me an IM and that was very passive aggressive. And she was talking to me about something that I hadn't done. I felt hurt. The cave woman came out in me. I just wanted to jump out and start typing and write some of the most horrible things to her. And I remembered a quote from Ann Landers. Hanging on to resentments is like letting someone you despise live rent-free in your head. Well, in the end, my rational self took over, and it triggered something in me, because I couldn't get over the fact that I needed to do something to stop this resentment. I needed to hurt her. Hurt people. So what I started to do was I went back to Google and I started looking up how to overcome resentments. First thing I learned was I needed to lean into it. I needed to look at the resentment and say, what exactly am I resenting? My ego was shocked. I had this animal instinct to hurt. I was on the defense. I was infused with anger. When I started looking at all these things and I thought about what would others say if they knew that I was this type of person. Even in the cave days when they fought, no one won the battle. Everybody ended up being hurt. And that was something that I knew I didn't want to do. The next technique came up was I needed to start to look at some solutions, ways that I can handle resentments different from the way that I used to. I'm not suggesting that we deny our feelings. I'm not saying that we use impossible methods to overcome our feelings. It's important you acknowledge your feelings. But the key to overcoming your resentment is at first acknowledge the emotions that you have. Understand what gives you insight. What is it in you? What could that other person been feeling? When they sent me the IM, they could have had a bad day. What am I going to do? Fuel into it? The ease of when I start to ease my emotions, then the burden starts to lessen. I look for things that can bring me clarity. I need to get clarity on the whole situation. The goal is for me to seek peace, clarity within peace, which means sometimes I do nothing. I stay in it. And I look at me. I look at the person that I am. I may need to go home and scream in the car or hit a pillow by myself, but I feel those emotions. There are times that I may even need to just sit down and meditate for 10 minutes. Just take some time and think about what I have to be grateful for. See, I'm in control of my emotions. And I don't have to allow anyone else or resentment to control how I feel. Harboring resentments can be fatal. Resentments actually, they shut us out from the sunlight of the Spirit, therefore preventing them and maintaining the growth of a spiritual experience. From that experience, I grew spiritually. And because of that, I no longer hold resentments. Thank you.
Good job, Val.
How much